So a young man asked me the other day, he said, Luke, I've got this girlfriend. I really love this girlfriend. We're in a nice, happy relationship, but I can't help myself but fantasize about other women sometimes. What do I do? Now, a lot of men struggle with this problem, especially when they get into relationships because, and I'll tell you why, biologically, men are hardwired for variety. They are hardwired to reproduce and spread your seed and keep the cycle of life going as much as you possibly can. That's why you can ejaculate a lot of times, right, over and over again. Now, with that being said, on a biological standpoint, does not necessarily mean that that's a society that we live in, or does not necessarily mean that that should be a goal of yours to do. You don't have to be Genghis Khan and run around and populate, the entire country. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. But biologically, you are programmed to be able to do that, which is why pornography is such a problem in young men, because it plays upon that biological need of variety, which is why it shows you fucking infinite every potential category you can ever think of. That's why it's such a hard dopamine hit. The problem with this is it's going to absolutely annihilate your ability at a healthy relationship. It's going to destroy your ability to perceive women in a way other than just sexual access. So you'll talk to a girl in the gym or on the street and, it'll be a normal conversation, but in your brain, all you're thinking about is sex. That's going to completely destroy your perception of women. And it's going to, quite frankly, just going to make you a little bit of a weirdo. You're going to come across as a bit of there's just something icky about you. Do you know what I mean? I don't really like to use that word, but it's the first word that came to my mind. There's something about you that's just a bit repulsive, a bit off-putting. And it's because you're in this weird porno, lustful mindset all the time. I'll tell you something very, very interesting and very important that every single man, especially young men that have high testosterone and a lot of lustful energy, is you must understand that sexual energy is a very real thing. And I know you've probably heard of semen retention or no-fap, these type of things before, where they tell you to restrain from, self-pleasure and watching pornography and releasing your seed randomly. And I think it's absolutely a very, very good thing to practice. And that's coming from me, an ex-playboy. Like literally, I was the epitome of a playboy. I used to do this shit as a job. I used to get paid for it. And I'm still telling you guys that it's not worth running around just basically releasing your seed with just random women. It's absolutely not worth that. You need to learn instead to master that, to control that sexual energy, to move it through your body. If you are in this lustful mindset and you are in this just variety mindset where you want to sleep with as loads of different women as possible, especially in a relationship, what you need to do is just take a fucking deep breath, because you're not going to be able to get rid of that desire. It's biological. But what you need to do is learn to control it. Discipline over dopamine. That's what you need to tell yourself. Be disciplined. You're in a healthy relationship. You love this girl. Don't fuck it up and throw it away over some random hoe. Do you know what I mean? Sit there, take a deep breath, go and meditate, and move that sexual energy around your body. And then go to the gym. And then go work on your business. Go work on something worth a purpose, something worth something. Put that sexual energy into something that's actually going to give you something back.